Greetings, everyone. Story time. Yes, there's a story. Greetings, everyone. Back with you. So the story is that have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and realized, some amazing event, right? Like, oh shit, I didn't do this, or I forgot that, or I should have done that, or whatever. So here's how it goes. When we took all the skins off the tank and the fenders, and we took them to the painter, and we were to get the work done. There was two. I'm going to give it away early, but here it is. There were two spacers that were on the front mounting, where the front mounts go for the fender, and they wouldn't come off. They were like affixed to it or glued to it or whatever, to the fender. So I didn't take them off when we took everything to the painter. And when we picked it up the other day, I didn't realize that they were not on the tank. So I just picked the tank up, thanked him, put everything in the truck, drove home. By the way, Panama City to Fort Walton Beach is about 45 miles. So I love you, buddy. No, go play. Let Papa do this. Thank you. So it's about 45 miles. So it never dawned on me that they were missing. So I get home and I don't have all the tank or all the parts for the tank. So I was just going to do the turn signals, relocation kit, put the fender on, rewire the tail light and turn signals, and just get ahead on that situation. So I'm putting the fender on, and it doesn't mount right. I look down between the fenders, the frame strut and the fender and the chrome piece that goes over the strut, and there's too much distance there between the fender and the strut. So I'm a little worried about that. So I go rooting around and I find some washers that I have, and I put them in there and they fit. It works, no big deal. But and I didn't really think about it much more after that. The distance was correct. The washers was the right size. They weren't too big. You couldn't really see them. There was no issue. So later on that evening, I'm all cleaned up. I'm in the house. Got done watching YouTube. I do my normal routine. Go to bed, and in the middle of the night, I wake up. I'm like, oh man, those parts are missing. Those spacers they were on the fender. Those washers, I can't leave those washers on there. They're not really supposed to be there. And so I couldn't wait till like a proper hour of the morning. And I text Keith over Wicked Paint in Fort Walton Beach, and I said, hey dude, by the way, do you still have those spacers for that fender? I got, I forgot to, mention it to you when we left. And he says, yeah, I got them. What do you want to do? I said, I'll drive over and get them. So that's what we did. So what does that leave me? Well, the fender is together. It's installed. But I'm going to put the right ones back on. Just so you'll know, Dan, the right ones are going on. So that's how it is for me. I can't let it go. If you remember, if you watched any of my other videos where I was working on this bike and something wasn't right, I took the thing all apart again to figure out if I missed a step. So I can't just let things go. I got to make sure that, I'm doing the right thing, or I didn't miss anything or whatever. Now, Dan's bike, if I didn't make this video and if I didn't tell Dan, he would never know. But for some reason, if he ever had to take it apart, he would look and see that, those are washers. They're not supposed to be there. And he was like, hey, Jack, what's up with that? I trusted you to do this. Why didn't you put the right parts back on? So that's where I'm at. That's why I'm making this video, to let you know that even though something works and you can probably get away with it, you really can't get away with it. Inside you won't get away with it. So I got the parts back. They're the right ones. I'm gonna come back out, do them, put the right spacers on, do it right, and then it'll be bada bing, bada boom. So just me being, blabbing off at the mouth here this afternoon before I get started doing it. And I just have to let you know that all is well, and thanks for sticking with me, and appreciate you. Greetings, everyone. Good day. Update on the Dan bike, the Dyna CVO. Dan just deployed the other day, so the paint work is completed, and I have it in the shop here, and it's gorgeous. The guy did a great job. He's in Fort Walton Beach, and so we rode over there, and he did it, and it was gorgeous. So I'm prepping for turn signal relocation and detachable hardware kit for a backrest. So the turn signals have been prepped. I got the ends on them, the new connectors. This is not going to be a splice. This is going to be a connector. So I got to reinstall the connector itself once it's on the bike. Turn signal, the backrest hardware, detachable hardware, all that is here. And the kit comes with new inner fender struts for the hardware. We're going to install that. The prep work for the wires was quite tedious. To remove the connector, reinstall a new wire end connector to insert into where it goes into the turn signal and the brake light housing. That was quite tedious. I've done it before on my Softail and on Charlie's Softail, but it was different because those were Deutsch connectors, and they were really easy. It was a wire pin, cylinder wire and pin connector, and the Deutsch connector is a lot easier to work with. But these little snap connectors, they're a little bit more difficult to work with. So they're done. I've got the bike jacked up to give myself some room, and I'm going to get some help to install the fender because I don't want to handle it by myself and risk any scratches and whatnot. So we're going to get some help, and so I won't be able to actually film all that because it's how it is. So I'm going to let that go, and then I'll get back with you on the completion of that. Quite a job, but it's going to look cool when it's done. So thank you all. Appreciate you very much. This will be one of the videos for this particular series, and we'll follow up with some more to finish off. Thank you. Okay, greetings everyone. This is follow-up. Rear fender, of course, installed. Detachable hardware kit. Turn signal relocated. Looking pretty good. And that spacer is right there. Can you see it, buddy? Right there. It's really tough to see. So I guess the trick is how about that? Right on, right on. Brake light. Okay, so it does have a lowering kit on it. You can see it right there. I can't say any more, man. This thing is pretty sharp. So just to let you know about, just to follow up, we repinned the wire, took the wire out, put a new cable end on it, or pin in, plug in, repinned it into the wire, the original wire connector, shrink wrapped it, and put it in, installed it into the taillight area. So no splicing, it's all straight up factory pinning, whatever, replaced in the factory connector. Oh, I just want to show you this one thing, Dan. If you're watching, Dan, bada bing, bada boom. Oop, not that. This switch covers, which is going to go in the horn switch. I'll get to that in a little bit. Still no word on the parts for the internals for the tank. We'll get to that soon enough. Also, Dan, air cleaner. We'll get to that in a little bit too. Things are moving along. No worries about the tank, or excuse me, the fender. Everything's good to go now. No issues. You should be quite happy with this. All right, and the paint job is gorgeous. I don't know if it, the picture is, I don't know if this is going to come in too well, but it's a stunning paint job. He did a great job. And the tank is really good too. So all's well, my buddy, and we'll test you later. Right on. Cheers, everyone. Appreciate you.